Hello guys, Esteban again with Kalaber Creations. Today I'll be working on mounting this winch control box on top of my ARB bumper for my 2005 Toyota 4Runner. The winch that we have from our sponsor Warren, it's the VR10-S. This is our new winch that was released last year during the SEMA show in Vegas, and it is designed to have the winch on top of the bumper and the control box goes on top of the winch. However, my ARB bumper, it is designed to have the winch inside. So I had to modify both. I had to modify the setup here, the insert, and the way I'm bolting the winch, which is already here. You may not see it, but it's already there, because the way it is right now, if I was to use it, the metal of the bumper, the frame of the bumper might cut the rope. So I need to modify that as well. But for now, I'm gonna work on mounting this control box on top of the bumper. This is again set up to be on top of the winch, so because of that I need to modify the bumper. I need to drill holes to receive these 4 bolts here and have it secured there, which is where I want it, where I prefer it. And to be honest, that's my only option because it doesn't fit inside. That's what I'll be working today, and I'll be showing you the progress and what I'm doing. And if you have any suggestions, you can note below. I'll be in the description of this video, I'll be sharing the links of the Warren winch and the ARB bumper, so you kind of have an idea what I'm working with. Okay, this is what I did. I got a piece of cardboard and I cut it matching pretty close to the perimeter of the control box, and I screw or bolt in the template with the bolts that are going to use, the comes with the control box that I'm going to use to mount it here. Now I'm going to undo this. I'm going to remove my template, place it here on a whatever I can make it work, and in any place that I want to display this and have it, keeping in mind that I have all these wires that are pretty thick and steady on the left side, if you see in from the front, and that I need to have access here for the remote to this to the plug-in for the remote. So now I'm going to remove the template and place it here, label it. I'm probably gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna drill it in. Okay, so I built this template using the box, the control box. So what I'm thinking now is that I'm gonna place this here. I'm gonna place the template and stick it on the bumper to use the existing holes, or these holes that I made, to drill the bumper and match the holes on the control box to screw it in. What I'm thinking is, now I wish this big hole here was in the other side, because the wires that I need to fish through are pretty thick and kind of big. I don't know, this hole here is 2 of my fingers, so it's like 1.5 inches in diameter. So I don't, hopefully I can make it work there. I do have a little bit of a gap here with the hood and the bumper. I don't want to use that if I don't have to, but unfortunately I don't have any other holes, and since the bumper is already powder coated, I don't want to make any more holes because I don't want to damage that. It's bad enough that I already had to drill this to make more. So I'm going to try to fish the cables. Now I need to make sure, because of these lights, that I have enough room, which it might be a little bit too close. It might be too tight. I guess I don't need this right now. It might work, guys. It's gonna be super tight here. This is like, it's not going, I mean, it's not going anywhere already. And to make sure that the holes are not too close to the edge, which I don't think so. Now, to see how this looks from the front, I'm gonna take a picture and post it. I don't think it's that bad, because actually when you close the hood here, I kind of like to see the Toyota sign here, the T. So kind of want to place this all as back as possible, so it's not that much that forward. Ooh, and I need to watch for this one here, because of this big hole here. I need to make it, move it back. I think I can do it. There you go. There you go. This one here is the one that I had to drill here. I had to be very, very precise. It's too close to this one, this big hole, and also there is this piece of metal here that I think is too wire to fish the cables maybe. And the other thing I need to have access is to this. So this is the other issue I have. I need to be able to open this and connect this, which I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. Yeah, this is not gonna work here, because I need to be able to plug this in. So this needs to be moved as back as possible, like right there. I'm gonna leave it there and take a picture with the hood closed to see how it looks like. Okay, so I have secured the template on the bumper. The box still there. I don't think I want to get those cables in and out too many times to keep it in better shape. But I had the 4 holes already checked underneath the bumper, and we are clear. This one is the only one that has to be very precise. It's not this hole, it's this one here, because of this hole here on the bumper that goes around here. So I'm about to start drilling a guide, with a tiny drill bit. Okay, so I had drilled all 4 holes and using the template. So now I'm going to remove the template, and see, this is the hole that was very, very close to this edge, and it turned out to be pretty precise, which is exactly what I needed. Okay, so now, and this is not totally perfect, this is kind of in an angle, it's not totally facing, these are not totally aligned here because of this, and that's fine. It's just, I would say, 2 or 3 degrees in an angle, but it is what it is. So now this will come over here, and I should be able to bolt this in from the bottom there, which I need to remove now the skid plate that comes with the bumper, so I can have access from the bottom and bolt this in, and then I need to have room to secure the wires and all that good stuff. Okay, so now I have the 4 holes, and I remove the skid plate. So now I'm going to fish up the bolts and start securing the box. Okay, so the bolts are already in the holes waiting for the control box to sit on and then be bolted. It was a little bit of a challenge, these two here, because there is no really good access. There's a wall here, so the access is very limited, and from the front there's an insert, or there's a gap here that is big enough for your hand, but obviously because of the angle you lose a little bit of mobility with your fingers. However, all the holes are in and they're sticking out, so they're secure, they're not gonna fall down. And now I'm going to sit the box that is sitting there, that is waiting, and I'm going to mount this baby in place. And let's hope that now we can secure, and the holes here, that they meet the bolts just fine. This is the moment of truth. And I'm going to start securing the ones on the back, just because those are much easier to access here. Unfortunately, I don't have a good view here. Let's see. There, this one. The front ones are fine, so the back ones should be fine. Okay, so I am done securing this. It's not going anywhere. My access on the side for the remote, and it plugs in just fine. Plenty of room here. In fact, I didn't plan it that way, but in fact the remote plug-in doesn't even touch the light. There are like close to 2 millimeters there of a gap, and it doesn't touch it. I didn't plan it that way, but it's perfect. I'll take it. And this is nice and secure. Now I'll disconnect it. I don't need it to have it plugged in. I'm gonna close the hood, just bring it down just to see if everything looks correct, and then I need to secure the cables in here because that will be for another video. That I'm not plugging in the winch yet. Just needed to mount this, and it looks pretty slick, and it's not touching the lights. This just removes just fine. There's like a centimeter there of a gap. They're not touching, so there's nothing stresses anything, and it's not going anywhere. This is solid there. We are set up. So I'm gonna secure the cables now. The next project will be, see, the winch is here already, so I need to connect all these wires that I'm gonna secure right now. I need to plug them in to make sure that everything reaches everything. See what I'm gonna do with the rope, because the way it is right now, this will the frame, these edges, there's one underneath, this will cut the rope eventually. So I need to bring this up. The winch needs to be lifted up a little bit so I can use it just fine. The other thing is, the other issue I have is this, the fender here. If I put it at the bottom, see, those holes don't match. It needs to be like somewhere in the middle, and the wing, I mean the bumper doesn't come with pre-drill holes, so I need to do that. But I can't do that until I figure out or move up the winch, because I don't wanna, there's an edge here that you don't get to see. Let me see if you get to see it. Here, this one here. See? This edge here out of focus here. These can potentially cut the rope, and that's something you don't want to do to damage it. But for now, I'm very, very happy with the way the VR10-S winch from our sponsor Warn looks like. The control panel there, the control box looks very, very, very nice. I like it a lot.